Hello, Fusation. My name is Alex Fuse, the host of Fusion News. Today is January 5th, 2018. I am the host, Alex Fuse, and I have a very big show for you right now. I'm on the phone with New York Yankee beat writer Bryan Hoch from MLB.com. He's been writing for the Yankees since 2007. So, Bryan, how are we doing tonight?
I'm doing just fine. How are you, Alex?
I'm doing good. So, it's been a very busy offseason for the Yankees. They got a new manager, Aaron Boone. They traded for one of the greatest outfielders in the game right now, Giancarlo Stanton. They traded away their starter second baseman, their starting third baseman from last season, and there seems to be potentially the Yankees are keeping an eye on another all-star third baseman, Manny Machado. So with all of that said, what has been your impression with this Yankee team this offseason?
Hey, what a winter it would be if they wind up with Machado,
I
too.
know.
I think that right now, as it stands, they certainly have been the most busy team in baseball. It's hard to argue with the Stanton acquisition. I think that anytime you can bring in the reigning MVP from the other league, you have to do it. And I think that's a situation that the Yankees were in there. I think that, as Stanton said at his press conference, I feel sorry for the baseball. So they're going to hit a lot. They're going to pitch a little bit. They'd like to get another starting pitcher, but now you've got a couple vacancies there in the infield, too. So I think for Brian Cashman, the question is, do you go with what you have at second base and third base and go with those internal options? Are you comfortable with going with a couple of rookies, for example, and Gleyber Torres and Miguel Andujar, or do you go out and chase another a more proven option, whether it's Manny Machado, whether it's a Josh Harrison with Pittsburgh, somebody like that, Eduardo Nunez, Todd Frazier, those guys are free agents. So there's still some work to do for the Yankees, but I think you look at this offseason, you have to be pretty happy if you're a Yankee fan with what's taking place.
Now you mentioned Todd Frazier and the Mets. I just read that the Mets are in talks to potentially sign Todd Frazier. They're looking at the different things that they need to do to potentially sign Todd Frazier. So the Yankees really, where do you think that lines up? Where in the must-do categories if you are Brian Cashman?
I was thinking at the end of last season that Frazier made more sense for the Mets than he did for the Yankees, just because they're a team with, obviously, with David Wright's future in doubt. They're a team in need of a third baseman. The Yankees had Chase Headley as they went into the offseason. They traded him to San Diego, as you know. But I thought that Frazier made sense for the Mets because he would be more likely to get a multi-year deal from the Mets. And we know the whole story with him being from Tom's River, New Jersey, and wanting to stay in the tri-state area if possible. But I think that Todd really enjoyed his time with the Yankees last year. He came over in that trade in July and played well down the stretch. He was a good presence in the clubhouse. I remember CC Sabathia saying it felt like he'd been there for years already, and he was only there for a few weeks at the time. So I thought that Frazier was a good fit for the Yankees. I just wonder if they're going to be willing to go multi-year with him, especially if you look at next year's free agent crop. Manny Machado is going to be a free agent. If he stays in Baltimore, he's probably not going to stay there for more than one more year. So I think the Yankees will have a crack at Machado next offseason. And do you really want to be tied into a guy like Todd Frazier, who, no slight on Frazier, but he's not Manny Machado at this point in his career.
I definitely have to agree with you with that, but you also miss one name that will be available next offseason, and that is Bryce Harper.
Oh, so yeah.
Do you feel like if we could see Manny Machado and Bryce Harper, Aaron Judge, and Giancarlo Stanton all on one team, or is that just too much for free Yankee fans?
Where do you play him? I think that would be my question. I guess somebody would have to move to center field, and I know Aaron Boone has already asked the Yankees what it would look like to put Aaron Judge in center field. You remember Judge was drafted as a center fielder out of Fresno State, but I'm not sure you see that going. I guess you can move Brett Gardner over and play somebody in left, but I mean, it just might be too many bats. I know that's hard to believe, but I think that maybe you have to spread it out around the league somewhere. So I think that next offseason you're going to hear a lot of noise about Machado and the Yankees. I think that now that they've added Stanton, it's less likely that they go after Harper. But hey, Brian Cashman has surprised me before. If you asked me in November would the Yankees have Stanton, I probably would have said no. So anything can happen in the next year or so. We'll see.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll switch gears. And one move that the Yankees made this offseason that surprised me a lot was not bringing back the manager Joe Girardi, and they got a new manager that has no managerial experience at all in Aaron Boone. So, what was your reaction when the Yankees decided that they weren't going to hire Joe Girardi back, and then they went out and signed Aaron Boone?
I was surprised. I think that anytime a manager gets within one win of the World Series, you have to think that the team would bring him back. There was obviously friction there over the last 2 or 3 years, and there were times this year. I remember thinking in July or August that Joe Girardi might not be coming back, but I thought it was going to be Girardi's decision not to come back. There were times where I looked at him and said, I don't know if this guy's having a whole lot of fun doing this. And I remember speaking to him at one time about what his future would look like if he wasn't the Yankee manager, and he said that there were things he'd like to do in the game and maybe go back to broadcasting. But I really did believe that once the Yankees got past Cleveland, once Girardi was off the hook for Game 2 of the ALDS, once they took it to the limit against Houston, I really thought Girardi was going to be back for 2018. So it took me by surprise, and I think that Brian Cashman said that as well. He said, look, the safe, easy play would have been to just lock Girardi back in, but they obviously had some doubts that he was the right guy for this group coming up, and they wanted somebody, communication and connectivity were the words that they used. And, from everything I've seen, Aaron Boone checks those boxes. So, look, they haven't played a game yet with Aaron Boone. He still hasn't filled out his first lineup card. I'm sure there's going to be some ups and downs, but I do think they picked a good one. For him to come in with no prior experience, he must have blown everybody away in that room. And Hal Steinbrenner said that there was some debate about who the second and third choices would be, but there was unanimous across the board. Aaron Boone was the first choice as manager. So he must have blown them away, like I said. And I am very interested to see how this is going to go, because I think dropping a guy with no prior experience in New York City, I think there's going to be some headlines for sure.
Mm-hmm. Bryan, before we wrap up this interview, you've been with MLB.com reporting about the Yankees since 2007. Do you have one favorite moment covering this Yankee team?
Wow, that is a question. One, there's so many great ones that come to my mind. The closing of the old stadium, the opening of the new one, the World Series in 2009, Derek Jeter's final game, Mariano Rivera's final game. It would be very difficult for me to pick just one. Aaron Judge at the Home Run Derby this past year. I've been able to have a front row seat for some very, very cool stuff, some baseball history. I guess if I have to pick one, it's going to be the closing of the old stadium, that final day at Yankee Stadium. I just remember walking around the ballpark that day. Everybody was just saying goodbye. There was such emotion in the air, and it was such a special place to watch a baseball game. And walking the halls of that ballpark and knowing it was probably going to be my last time in there. And it was the last time for a lot of us to be able to see the ballpark and be on the field. And I took a lap around the outside of the stadium that day, and just to kind of take it in and soak it in and try and remember what it was all about. So I would think that having an all-access pass for that final day of the Yankee Stadium, the original Yankee Stadium, and just thinking about all the greats who had been on that field, that's what sticks out to me. But, I mean, there were so many great ones. It's really hard to pick just one.
That's awesome. And final question, what do you feel like this Yankee team can do next season? They were one win away from reaching the World Series last season. So does the chase for 28 seem very realistic for this 2018 Yankee team?
Oh, I think so. I think for the first time in many years, you can look at this team and say they have a legitimate shot to win the 28th World Series championship. And I think that Las Vegas agrees with it, too. I think they've made them the favorites, too, following the Stan trade. So, hey, look, a lot of things still have to go right. They've got a mesh on the field, but I think what you saw last year in 2017, that was not a mirage. They've got a special group here. They've come together more quickly than I think a lot of people anticipated, but they've got really great talent, and I think there's more on the come. I think that when you're going to add guys like a Gleyber Torres into the mix, they're going to fit right in. And they've got a winning culture there. They won 91 games. As you said, we're one win away from the World Series. I think that they spent a lot of the offseason thinking about how close they were and how they could get over the hump next year. So I think that 2018 for the Yankees and their fans is going to be a year where you're not going to want to miss a single game.
Yeah. Well, Bryan, I can't wait for the baseball season to start, and we're just a few weeks away.
Yes, sir. Can't wait to get down to Florida and get a little warmer weather, too. That's not a bad thing.
It's negative 35-degree wind chill up where I'm living today, so I'm going down to Florida for spring training, too, so maybe I'll see you down there.
Let's get down there as quick as we can. What do you say?
That sounds good to me. So where can the Yankee fans follow you on Twitter to follow along with you all the rest of the offseason and then once spring training and the regular season rolls around?
Sure. Twitter at Bryan Hoch, BryanHoch. Instagram, same thing. On Facebook at Bryan Hoch MLB, and I've got my first book coming out in March.
Right.
You can pre-order that now on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, wherever books are sold. It's called The Baby Bombers, and kind of digs into where these guys came from and where they're headed. So I think it should be a good read for Yankee fans. I hope they enjoy it.
Yeah, I can't wait to read it. I hope to have you on talk the book when it first comes out as well.
Got it.
All right. Thanks again, Bryan, for coming on my show today.
Thanks for having me, Alex.
Anytime. All right, Fuse Nation, you just heard it from Bryan Hoch, MLB.com reporter for the New York Yankees. He laid out what the Yankees need to do the rest of the offseason going forward. We also talked about Joe Girardi not coming back as a Yankee manager, hiring Aaron Boone as a manager, which was surprising to me as well, trading for Giancarlo Stanton, and the possibility of the Yankees getting all-star third baseman Manny Machado. What a great round of questions and answers from Bryan Hoch, and be sure to follow him all over social media and pre-order the book on Amazon, Baby Bombers, now. Thanks for watching Fuse Nation, and I will be seeing you very soon. New vlog coming out tomorrow. Be sure to watch. Thanks for watching. Be kind to one another.